This isn't a review, by the way, you guys. It's not a review. Hello there. Welcome to Adventure in Art. My name is Ben Staley, your resident talking head. This video is about the brand new Lumix L10. Ba-ding! I think this thing was announced a couple weeks ago on the interwebs. I was aware of that. I haven't watched a single video about this camera. I know it's a point and shoot, fixed lens, kind of a kit lens, has an EVF. That's super dope. It's kind of small, it's micro four thirds, bada bing, bada boom. That's kind of all I know. And then this groovy special edition gold version showed up in my mailbox a couple, 2-3 days ago. I took it out of the box. I didn't look at the menus. I didn't look at anything. I just went out and started taking pictures, and I'm going to show you a couple. And hey, look, listen. I had a slight chip on my shoulder. I thought I knew what this was. I didn't really have a chip on my shoulder. I should come clean. No, I wasn't spicy about it or anything, but I was freaking surprised after using this thing for 2 days. Let me tell you, I will get to that. But I didn't really look at it much. I'm like, okay, it's got some different buttons here. Focus thing. Oh, got this little LUT button on top. Okay, a couple things. Bada bing, bada boom. I just took it out and went and took some pictures. So right away, the very next day after getting this, I went to this thing called Cine gear. It's all about film gear. That's why it's called Cine gear. Plus, it's cool. It's cool to see gear. So I thought, oh, I'll take the brand new L10. I'll take some pictures, cruising around the back lot. Bada bing, bada boom. I took this picture. This is the first picture I took with the L10. I'm not saying this is a good picture, okay? I'm pretty sure it's just a super mediocre picture, all right? So just chill, just chill. The camera has this new picture profile called, oh man, I always do this and now I can't even remember what it's called. It's called like classic gold or something. Let me just look so I don't get this all screwed up now that I'm making a video about it. See, I just kind of do this stuff. And it's not like I went and researched anything. It's called classic gold. I think pretty much all these pictures till we get to the very end are in classic gold, just so you know. So yeah, I took this picture of a soundstage. I went around, I talked to a bunch of people. I didn't really take hardly any other pictures. Oh, I took this picture. This is my friend Yuya who works for Panasonic. He's a great dude. He's an executive. He's awesome. I bought him a beer. Not because of this. He didn't have any hand in sending me this camera or anything to check out, but he's just a homie. So hope you don't mind me sharing this picture to Yuya. He probably won't even watch this. Yeah, those are the only two pictures I took at all of Cine gear. But I will tell you this. I had this thing on a sling around my neck, over my shoulder, kind of here. And people kept stopping me. Like I would be at a booth or I'd be walking around. I had 4 or 5 different people, I'm not lying, stop and be like, hey, is that, whoa, can I see that? Where'd you get that? Like that kind of thing. And I was like, I wasn't expecting that at all. I didn't think anybody would be looking at what camera I was carrying. But I don't know, that was kind of cool. I'm like, huh, I guess I have a sexy little camera that people want to see and touch and hold and hear about. They're like, what do you think? What do you think? I'm like, I don't know. I took 2 pictures today. This isn't a review, by the way, you guys. It's not a review. Maybe we'll do one of those down the road. I'll get to that. Yeah, I'm just, I got excited about something this morning and that's why I'm making this video. Yeah, I was surprised. We're gonna get there. We're getting there. I know I'm long-winded. So then the next day after Cine gear, Danny and I went to this thing called Hospital of Emotions. There's like this decommissioned hospital in the middle of Los Angeles. And so they kind of took it over and made an art installation out of it. And every ward, it's like on 3 different floors. Every ward is a different emotion. And then inside that ward, there's all these multiple rooms. Every room has been like curated, created, set up to embody some kind of emotion. And there's like, I don't know how many rooms. It seemed like there was over 100. There was like, it just went on and on. We're in this place for over 2 hours. It was kind of dope. It was awesome. So all these pictures are from that. And yeah, it was super cool. It was super cool. We just walked around. Again, I'm not saying these are great pictures, but I was just like kind of trying to get the feel of it. You know, I use Lumix cameras mostly. And so this camera is very familiar. Buttons are in the right place. Kind of does everything really similar, except for it's got this little dial up here for LUT'S. That's kind of cool. Similar to the S9 that I use a lot. I had to get used to like focus and recompose because it doesn't have like the little joystick that a lot of them do where you can move around the focus spot, which I like to do. I like to use like a selectable spot for where I focus, but no worries. You just slight press, focus. Then you can recompose once you have the thing you want to focus on. Does that make sense? Yeah, that makes sense, right? So yeah, Hospital of Emotions. And that was super fun. If you're in Los Angeles, I don't know, Google it, check it out, go. It's totally worth the effort. It's really cool. The next day, I took this sucker out. So now we're actually less than 48 hours, yeah, of me using it. So I went on my morning walk, took the L10, started walking around the neighborhood, put it in like a monochrome profile. These are some snails on the sidewalk in the morning. It's early, it's cool out. The snails are scurrying back to the grass to hide before the hot, high desert sun comes out. Yeah, I like snails. I like to photograph snails. And I'm walking, and then I realized, oh, okay, there's the focus settings are on the side of the lens here. This is basically just kind of a kit lens. It's like an equivalent of a 24 to 70, I think. It has over here, it's got a manual focus, then it's got like a close focus thing, so autofocus with a little flower, and then just regular autofocus. Well, I started thinking, oh, I wonder how close it'll focus. Then I put it in manual focus, and I'm getting like super close to things. I will tell you, this little camera, it will close focus like dude, check this out. Chain link fence. Look at these freaking spider webs. Here's some video on the L10 of these spider webs, super close. And it gets like really character-y. I actually really like these macro, super close shots. More snails, check this out, dude. The snail's like this big. I'm a prime guy, so I'm always like, kind of like, what do I do with a zoom lens? Should I be long? Should I be wide? Where do I put it? You know, that's how my brain works. So I'm pretty much always on a prime. I have a couple zooms. I almost never use them. But so I'm like, okay, I mean, yeah, I would think this would be dope if it was a prime. But you know, I understand most people, they like to have a range. I'm a weird animal. We're all unique. We can do this photography thing however we want, our own way. That's what I do. So, but I'm not mad that this has a zoom lens, but you wouldn't think that kind of a kit lens, you would think it would just be kind of a boring lens. When you're at the really short end, like when you're zoomed in all the way, it's like, it's got some pizzazz to it. I actually really dig it. Now I'm kind of excited to carry this around and just shoot really close to like found objects or shoot little macro shots. I'm gonna be doing that a lot. So that was a big surprise to me. It's like the close focusing on this thing. Am I gonna do a proper review? Look, I've had it like 3 days and I just want to talk about it. That's my initial impressions. I like the way it feels in the hand. I'm going to Ireland next week for like 10 days, so I'm definitely gonna take this. You better believe there's gonna be some content coming out of that. I don't know what it's gonna be. I mean, I have a plan, but you know, plans go out the window. But yeah, those are my initial thoughts. It's a close focusing mofo. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Oh, hi there. Welcome to Adventure in Art. Oh, well, hello there. Welcome to Adventure in Art. My name is Ben Staley, your resident talking head. This video is about the Lumix ka-pa-ching, ka-pa-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-pa-ching, ka-pa-ching. The Lumix L10. I think that's what it says. Whoa, I dropped it.